Unless you were not. Words. I should have said the poet. So beautiful.
My family is filled with poetesses, poets, musicians, healers, co-secretary generals, co-sevierages, equinox, true cues.
These are the spiritual as much as physical voyages of the co-federation, solar, sun, our starship, planet Earth, restored to heaven on our and every earth, as our spiritual, genealogical, local, global, universal voyager and shared her and his family community enterprise. Our new millennial year's mission to rediscover and re-understand, sustain, and explore our and all our familiar new worlds of family community, of the tree of love, life, and light throughout the solar system and universe, to restore, renew, and sustain our and new life and new sustainable civilizations, past, present, retroactively, and now, rebalance, and future, always balancing, to lovingly, genealogically, evolve, become, and be space-time travelers whenever and where we have interdimensional reality, all in part been before, if also never been before, in alternative space lines that are circles, which are of the universal EQ, IQ, and SQ continuum, balance, combinations of the ever-expanding circle which spirals and grows, budding and blooming in space-time. Love and live enlightened, ever young, long, and prosper all both each and every one. Engage your heart, mind, soul, and body, for we all, both and each, both and all, can, must, and marvelously and miraculously make it so.
In the thunder's blast, she emerges, her eyes on fire, the mighty priestess. She is risen from the nativity of Caldera. She is risen from the fires of the earth. She is risen. She is risen.
We are risen.
She is risen. She is risen.
We are risen.
We all are risen.
महालक्ष्मी मृडप्रिया महारूपा महापूज्या महापातकनाशिनी महामाया महासत्त्वा महाशक्ति महारथी महाभूता महेश्वर्या महावीर्या महाबला महाबुद्धि महासिद्धि महायोगेश्वरेश्वरी महातंत्र महामंत्र महायंत्र महासना महायागक्रमाराध्या ॐ महाभैरवपूजिता महेश्वर महाकल्पक महाताण्डवसाक्षिणी महाकामेशमतिथि महात्रिपुरसुन्दरी चतुष्षष्टि उपचाराढ्या चतुष्षष्टि कलामयी महाचतुष्षष्टिकोटियोगिनी गणसेविता
Hi, Marian and Hadassah Marian, inviting some really great women to be on these panel circles. You're wanted. I'm broadcasting right now. Looking forward to seeing you next week. If not, you're going to have some terrible situations. So I'm warning you. You'll know what's going on when it does. You can't confuse tokenism for purity. They are not the same thing. Every blessing, sweeties.
Celestial event. What's you said?
My family is filled with poetesses and poets, healers, and co-secretary generals, co-saviorats, and musicians too.
People need to see what I've seen. They need to see.
Hi, Stacey Anastasia and all your lovely family, Mother, Cheryl, and Ashira, or is it Elisa, and also your son. And I've been in touch with other young Feldmarians already, and I'm looking forward to your coming. I have some great panel circles of some very well-known women, in addition to the numbers of well-known women in our family, and I look forward to it. So I'm just broadcasting right now, and I hope you're enjoying these. Every blessing. I hope you've been in touch with Vanessa and Hallelujah. They've been pushed in the wrong direction, dear. You're going to have to work with them to help them get out from under the dark cloud. I love you, and I give you big hugs. And I know that we can get a rapprochement between your mother and my sister. It's just a matter of working at it and trying to make it happen, and it will happen. Every blessing.
This day I call the heavens and the earths as witnesses intercessorily for and hopefully and prayerfully not against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose love and life with light, so that you and your children may live. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not your, our new millennial law.
Okay. Another contribution. Maybe name sunflower, the Western Pia Blackfoot. This is Anna Marie singing Christmas, and I am Cherokee, Cheyenne, Blackfoot, and Algonquin, Dakota. And I am also a French, English, and German. And to create IFC, that means we are all related. We embrace the new millennial golden rule as the law of all the natives, of the sacred ground that is Mother Earth, and all the planets of all the universes. Welcome to our earliest in the day's broadcast. From here, the heart and headquarters of the one family community, local, global, and universal, of love, life in light of balance, of the Co-Federation of Earth and Planets of the New Millennial Golden Rule. Read the New Millennial Golden Rule. It's at 5050now.wordpress.com. You need it. You're about to have a ton of trouble. You're going to need this. The troubles are going to begin probably right around March 1st, because that was the ancient day of the beginning of spring in Atlantis. And you, my darlings, have been ignoring the fact that you are supposed to be in this generation and generations Atlantis risen. And since you've been ignoring this and holding on to daddy for dear life, well, not for dear life, for dear death. You're holding on to daddy unto death, holding on to patriarchy when you should have transitioned to partnership culture already. And so we're way behind schedule. And in fact, we're going in the wrong direction right now. And although all of the women of North America are so ditzy that they don't seem to notice that there's a problem and talk about it, Mother Nature does notice. Oh, my darlings, Mother Nature. And you know, I talk a lot about Hinduism. We recently had the big holiday for Saraswati. Well, when Saraswati isn't heated, and Parvati is not heated, and Lakshmi is not heated, and Durga is not heated, Kali comes into play. Kali is a different dimension of goddess. This is a kind of a bit of a grim reaper of a goddess. She says, well, they're just too dark and I may have to clean up the joint. And that means and every kind of interpersonal and intersystemic problems such as war, escalations of wars. You're asking for big, big, big trouble by not achieving parity of gender in decision making everywhere around this world, and also balance of love and work, so that both females and males, both the adults, the parental generations and their extended family, and the children, female and male, can be raised as holy children with time for bonding and learning and loving, instead of like little drones of a patriarchal, pompous, I don't know what to call him, fanocider of what you have created your governments to be. That's what you've done. You're just sitting on your hands, ladies, and watching time go by while the old men make decisions that guarantee disaster. I don't know what's going to wake you up, but something is going to wake you up. And I am praying to Mother, Father, Goddess, God to allow you to have an epiphany and come back to Mother, come back to me, and come back to Mother Nature, and not have to be taken out of your incarnations. If you have a quantum leap backward, I hope it is only for a moment. In other words, if you have a disaster, I hope it is a disastrous moment where you suddenly have a flash of insight and say, oh, New Millennial Golden Rule, I need you, I want to implement you, I want to share you. And when you do that, your danger will pass, and angels will come and gather their arms around you and save you from your danger, and you will be delivered into the new world of the New Millennial Golden Rule. So I've already made a couple of outreach calls. I'm going to make a couple of more. And then we'll do our usual ceremony and a couple of other more important more calls, and then we're going to come back and do another broadcast today, and then one or two in the starry hours, and pray for you this weekend because you are really not acting with common sense. Common sense was delivered in January, February of 1776 and called for a government with equal presence of women, indigenous included, no slavery, and no property requirement. Our so-called government today is all about property requirement. You have to have so much property to get onto the media. You have to be so approved of by the people who do have so much property, i.e. big bucks, that there is no government here. This is just the Animal Farm. That's all. It's the Animal Farm. George Orwell told you it was coming. It came. You got it. Okay, what are you going to do about it? You're going to just sit there and wait for the tsunami and the earthquake? Because you're not going to like the results. Now, I'm praying for you that when these earthquakes begin, because they are going to begin, I'm pretty sure, that they be of a magnitude slightly less than if I was saying nothing to you and if I was silent and had been silent and hadn't already given you the millennial golden rule. That they will be enough to cause enormous property damage, but not much damage in the way of human life and or animal life or other creatures of beloved importance to Goddess God, and that you'll have a lot of property damage, and it will hit the Mr. Mergers in the corporate pockets, and they will understand that when all these women around the world have been telling them that you needed 40 and 50% women on corporate boards, and you needed democracy and full parity government everywhere, and they decided, oh, no, we know how to play these women off of each other, and we'll do that instead. When they made that decision, they set themselves up for a big, big loss in the pocketbook, and that's what's going to happen. Big, big losses. Huge, huge losses. All these stock guys are going to be hit in the portfolio. Okay, because that's what matters to them. They don't care that they stress the women of their family and their world. They don't care. They don't care that they deprive children of family leave. They don't care about it, but they do care about that portfolio. So now it's coming after their portfolio. It is. Mother Nature is coming after the portfolio. Okay, you asked for it. You've worked at this. The women have gone along with this just to get their little Spartan, their little minuscule salaries. Jawohl, CEO. Jawohl, work supervisor. Jawohl, 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 token woman. Jawohl, jawohl. Well, you've done jawohls too many times, and you're ready for a big whap from Mother Nature. So I'll be here to collect the pieces. I hope. I am praying all the time that Goddess God not have to take you out of your incarnation, because you did get the key to eternal life, and you've been ignoring it, but you did get it. It was given to you. You have it in your little hand. You've just been not using it. You've not been using it. And what is the key? Gather with women to and with youth, female and male, age 37 and younger, to share the new millennial golden rule in your local, global, universal neighborhoods and extended families. It's not so hard. It's really straightforward. So I hope you do that. I know you're going to get whopped, and I hope I don't get whopped because I'm taking a long time to get this materials out to people, but I got it out to a lot of people, and they didn't respond. And I talked with a lot of people about it, and they didn't respond. And I know I was telling the truth all the way along, and they didn't respond. So all that non-response, all that scar tissue that you have over this issue of gender parity is now going to be ripped wide open. You were covering your ass and covering yourself and hiding in the dark on this issue for a long time. Now it's going to be in the daylight. You're not going to be able to escape the consequences of your behaviors. I pray that Goddess God do spare my family and not have to create reincarnations for any of us, but let us learn from this experience. Let me learn from this experience, and let everyone in my family learn from this experience while in our current incarnations, and do become the Equinox True Qs, Co-Severas, Co-Secretary Generals. I believe that it is possible. I pray to Goddess God for that purpose. I continue to work on your behalf. I frankly took a little bit of rest in the last day or two, which is probably not too timely because I'm way behind on my schedule of doing things. However, I got tired, and I did a little bit of rejuvenation time, which I have had. So now I'll complete the tasks, and hopefully it will be in time, and you won't have the very worst kind of outcomes. So, but I'm telling you, there's going to be something. There's going to be something. It can't be escaped now. You've been playing around with this too long, and it can't be escaped. But I ask that it be not so bad that you lose your incarnations. I love you very, very greatly, and you should know you can call me 24/7. I am on the conference line right now, 773. I'm sorry, 641, country code 011, and then 011, country code 1, 641 715 3580, access code 773342. You can call in, even if you aren't one of my many especially invited guests from my family and community. You can call in if you're a woman or if you're a young person, age 37 and younger, female or male, and we'll talk about the issue of parity compared to patriarchy and the difference in the world that makes. I have the gifts to open the stargates, to reconnect all the greatest family reunion the universe has ever experienced through the Akashic record, and to give eternal life and eternal youthful life, goddess and godlike experience of kindness to all people. And I am praying for you all. I have been enabling you because I feel so frightened for you. I have enormous compassion for you, but it's reached the point where I can only let you reflect on the fact that you have never called me to discuss this issue, never gathered the women of your family, never heeded me about the way women divide their families and what's going on with that. All of this has to be registered at some level of your being, and I pray to Goddess God that they will not kill you, but you will be allowed to come through this situation intact, and you will be able to be Co-Secretary Generals and Co-Secretaries Equinox True Qs. We are inviting some very famous women for additional panels and broadcasting sharing. I suppose I run some risks, but you know what? Nobody ever did a nonviolent revolution without running some risks. It never happened. They all ran risks, and they managed to somehow achieve quite a bit anyway. So I don't care. You know, if there's any big brothers out there, brothers, I'm trying to save your lives. I'm trying to give you eternal life. You don't have to. I'm not your enemy. I've not been the enemy of any woman or man. I am simply the foe of patriarchy as a system, and the friend of egalitarian culture, with a reparative phase for women and youth and minorities, those who have been worse by patriarchy, as a reparative moment, a couple 9 months or so, and then a full 50-50 parity culture. It's very simple. So I see we have a four-footed friend, furry friend who wants a little attention. I'll be right back. You have to wait, Popo. You wait. Wait. Okay, now let's make some of those additional calls. And we've done this. We don't have time for the full ceremony right now, so I'm just going to show all the symbols real quickly, and then I'm going to come back and do more of the ceremony. There we go. And there we go. And we've got, there we are. And we've got this. And this. And these. And these. And we've just assumed we've kind of run through the ceremony with all the usual words that goes with it. And because we're kind of pressed for time right now. This, all the kisses. These people and all the kisses. These people with all the kisses. And this again. And of course, all our blessings and greetings. All of our blessings and greetings. And we'll come back for more ceremony in a little while.